Hi guys, and welcome back to the Crochet Tour YouTube channel. In today's video I'm doing another episode of Tor Tries where I'm showing you something that I've made, and there's a few different crocheted things actually that you can see in this video, but the thing that I'm going to be talking about today is the garland that you can see. So this one here with the trees and the stars on it like that. And this is a pattern by SeeLoveShare, and it's actually free as well, which is really good. So if you guys are looking to make some more Christmas decorations in December, then this is a really good one to do. It was pretty quick to make. But yeah, I thought I'd show you how this looks up, and then in the rest of the video I'll talk a bit more about the pattern. So the pattern's called Christmas Trees and Stars Garland, and it's by SeeLoveShare. You can get it for free on their website, which is SeeLoveShare.it. And then if you want just the printable PDF version, you can buy that on their Etsy shop, which is £4. But yeah, I just used the free version for what I made in this video. It seems like it was published last year, I think, so it's been around for about a year now. It was one of the top things that came up when I searched free Christmas garland crochet patterns, so I assume it's quite popular. I'd say that it's beginner. I don't think it necessarily says on the website, or I didn't necessarily see where it says what level they would suggest that this pattern is, but I think a beginner could definitely do this. And in terms of the stitches used, so there's standard single crochets, half double, double and treble crochets, and then there's puff stitches, which is a little bit different, but it is explained in the website how to do those. And then there's also back loop only work included in this. So the crochet designer behind the SeeLoveShare website and brand seems to be someone called Ashley, so I think she's American, and looking into the about her section of her website, I think she's actually a finance consultant in her full-time job, and she just does crochet as a hobby, which, well, when I say hobby, I suppose it's not really a hobby, because I think she probably makes a fair bit of money from this considering all the sales she has on her Etsy and things like that, but I guess this is sort of a second income stream for her. But I kind of related on that because I work in finance as well, so I think maybe it's quite a common hobby for people in finance to like doing crochet as well on the side. And yeah, she's got quite a lot of followers on Instagram, so she had about 100,000 followers, which is quite big really. And she has loads of other patterns on her website as well, free patterns, and you can also buy the PDF version on her Etsy. So she has mainly sort of functional items, I would say, in terms of her other crochet patterns. So she's got things like blankets, and she also has some other decorations too for Christmas, Halloween, and even some quite more specific holidays that I guess they have in America that they wouldn't have over here, so things like Thanksgiving. She has patterns for that as well. So in terms of the garland that I made, I used a 4mm crochet hook and Aran weight yarn. I think in her pattern she uses 4mm and maybe a DK weight yarn. It wasn't a brand that I recognised, but when I looked it up I think that seemed to be DK, so if you did it in DK there would just be a few more gaps in it compared to what my one looked like. But I use this as an opportunity to use up some Aran yarn that I'm not so keen on, and I wasn't so keen on the brand that I bought this from, so I thought this would be a good opportunity to use it, because, you know, I probably wouldn't want to use these in my amigurumi patterns, so that's why I kind of came up with this quite bold colour scheme. But I actually quite liked how it looked using the bright pink and the dark green, but obviously you can use whatever colours you want. I think in her version she had white and yellow, or white and gold, something like that, and it looked really nice as well. And it took me, I would say, under 10 hours to make, so it was quite quick to make the little pieces, and once you're done you just need to thread them through a bit of string, so the assembly was not difficult at all. So yeah, maybe about 10 hours or so, but you can make as many as you want of the actual pieces that go on the garland, depending on how long you want it to be too. So I could have probably gotten away with making mine a bit shorter because I only wanted it to go across my fireplace, but I ended up making, I think, 4 of each item, or maybe it was 3 of each item actually. Might have been 3, so I think I made 3 trees, 3 stars, and then 6 stars, but 3 in each colour. I think that's what I did for my one, but obviously, yeah, you can make as much as you want, depending on how long you want it to be. So what I liked about it was, obviously you can pick your own colour scheme, so that's really good. I always like when a pattern allows you to do that without it sort of fundamentally changing the pattern itself. You could also, like I say, choose how many you wanted to make and how long you want the garland to be, so it's quite easy to scale this up or down depending on what you need it, whereas some patterns are quite complicated to make them bigger or smaller, so or longer I suppose in this case, so at least that was quite straightforward. And it works up quickly, so like I say, it didn't take me that long to make this, and I would say that it was simple but effective, and it was quite easy once you've done one of the stars, quite easy to remember that pattern again and again and again. And same thing with the tree, like I didn't have to keep going back and reminding myself what the pattern was. Once I did it once, that was it, I remembered it, and then I was able to just replicate that multiple times. And the only small thing I didn't like about the end product, and again this might have been just a function of the way that I crocheted this, or maybe I could have done something different to get a better effect, but you might have noticed on the stars some of the star points looked a bit more rounded than pointy. I think they looked nicer, to be honest, in her picture, so maybe it was the type of yarn I used. Maybe if you used a stiffer yarn like a cotton, then you might have got that more pointed effect, but for me, because I used quite a sort of flimsy acrylic yarn, I think it ended up rounding the corners a bit, but I still like how it looks, but that's just the only one thing that I didn't like. So just to wrap this video up then, I would definitely recommend this pattern. Obviously it's free, which is good, so you're not going to lose anything even if you don't like the finished product, but I'm sure you will like it. I think it looks really nice. It's pretty simple, so beginners could have a go at this if they're looking for, you know, their first Christmas decoration to make. And like I say, it's very customizable, so you can really make this fit into wherever you're planning to actually put this garland. And I'll definitely be checking out more of the free patterns available on SeeLoveShare website, because I haven't seen this website before actually, so I might see if there's any other Christmas decorations, or maybe I'll make some Halloween stuff next year. I'll try and remember to look on this website and do some more of the patterns, because I really think this one was really well done and it was well written. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this short little video, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.